Okay. Today's date is the 9th of June 2026. Um, Today's date is the 9th of June 2026. I have in my application declared Biafra, this is too. But, I want 55 trillion pounds so we can rebuild Biafra. And, I want to lead now. No one's asking me to lead. I want to lead. So I'm gonna speak on Ojuku today. Ojuku, Colonel Ojuku. So I'm gonna show him here. This is our Nigerian. This is basically our Biafran military leader and politician, Odume Odume Gu Ojuku. Odume Gu Ojuku or Ojuku. So this is me speaking on Ojuku. Why am I speaking about this? Because Nigeria is pardoned this man Ojuku, Odume Ojuku. I'm gonna pardon Nigeria too, because I don't want to even speak about the history of Biafra. I want to speak about moving on. So, but it's very painful not to. So it's I'm the Ministry of Security and Defense, Security and Welfare. I want to delegate powers here or her, Iwu, LG, so can form the legislation. Because I want to be writing legislation, but I want to see what's in the legislation. So I'm doing peer review on the legislation work. So I'll be seeing what's in the legislation. Oh my, it's raining. I'll be seeing what's in the legislation via Oha, EU, and the G, and I'll be building my own. So this is Colonel Ojuku. He's a Biafran military leader and politician. You see the fact here, the facts are not correct because, it didn't come from our own words. Oh, it's raining. It is raining. 1 second. I'm outside. I can't tolerate this rain. So it was raining outside and, something happened. So I don't want to press it. So, let me speak. So this is Kono Juku, here image. Odimwe Ejuku, But since I've declared Biafra, I've declared that, via my application to the European Court of Human Rights, I have to pardon Nigeria. you know, I have to pardon, because I don't want to, it's, because we can rebuild with 55 trillion pounds. 55 billion pounds what I filed for. But I filed in for 55 trillion pounds now, So, but 55 trillion pounds going to my university in Agua State. Aqua, Nigeria. Just TikTok. It's just like Nigeria. Nigeria University in Aqua. So this is the University of Nigeria, Aqua, that's going to in a way Anambra. Yeah. So this is a FAFO, but is it the one in Biafra Territory faculties? Aqua, yes, Aqua Ibom State. So this is a Nigerian university is going to in one Aqua, which is next to Anambra, and the one is going to this university. I only got chance to try and pardon, with my words, try and pardon Nigeria because I'm trying to build something that's sustainable for all Nigerian Biafran. So the idea is this: if I pardon the other colonel, you know, I don't even need to pardon this guy, because he's a Nigerian military leader, but he had other interests. So Kenojuku and allies, enemies. So my idea was to pardon the other side, so we can build something that's sovereign, something that's stable against the West, because the West is a problem, So I'm gonna do it properly. So because it's resources. So I'm sorry how to do it actually. That's some stuttering. For £5 £3, for Section 204, Declaration of Biafra and OB Nexus, my federation. OBO for Oscar, B for Bravo, I for Indigo, N for November, E for Echo, S for Extra, U for Umbrella, etc. You know, you know, I don't do it. Because I have to do it. So this is the president of Biafra, and I'm the new president. I'm the Minister of Surveillance, Security and Defense. So I'm the new president of Biafra because I declared Biafra. It's gonna take time for the court case to come through. If they say no, I still got my business. Then I'll be the president of OB Nexus. But I declared two things. I declared Biafra. I declared we wouldn't put my own legislation. I declared OB Nexus. But and there was no shots fired. There was no bullets fired. I didn't use a gun. I didn't use a gun. I didn't use to do anything. This is just me using my brains and my power as a human right to do it. So there's no need for shots to be fired. This is a no shots protocol. No shots fired. I want to make that official because you don't need a gun to do the kind of system here. But this man, I love this man. I didn't even know him. But wanted to bury this violence history because wanted to bring him because he fought. So I fought as one man that knows the system, because they will not teach you governance. They will not teach you how to But Nigerian pardon this man. So Nigerian pardon Ojukwu. Nigerian pardon, and I'm meant to taking depot. Trying to give me more depot. But if I die, I've already declared Biafra, so I don't want to die. I want to build now. So my legislation is Oha Iwu Iji. So it's a trial. I'm found to. So it's all said and done. So I can now return to my country. Because I'm not allowed to return to Biafra. So the whole state he's having, that's what I'm having now. And I'm taking it seriously to have this legislation filed properly. So I'm trying to take it seriously. So, I'm trying to pardon the Nigerian civil war, the colonization of Africa. Who was it? Nigeria, United States, Soviet Union, Ethiopia. So I'm building something different. I'm building governance. So framework. So how it is what I'm trying to build is what we three pillars of governance. And my support for this is just to ensure that the governance works, even for the most cruel people in society. They just want to obey. So Oha Iwu Iji is governance, it's a function, it's a practical. So it's hard for me to voice it out. I'm so because I'm in so much pain. So Oha Iwu Iji. So we should enforce things that are non-violent. Make things Biafrans for Biafrans first. So let me speak. Let me try to speak. Understand what I'm saying. Okay. So you guys can see the screen. So the fact of the matter is, Kobe next to the Confederation, Biafra is the federation. So Biafra, basically, OB next is the Confederation, which is a federation of itself, and Biafra is another Federation of Biafra. So I've declared it via my filing to the European Court of Human Rights. The emails I wrote on this repository. Formally with Section 204. I know it will work, but this is the technical entry. This is where the evidence lives. This is where the evidence lives. The papers, all the evidence lives. Some of them I've lost, but this is the repository tables entry. So this is the paperwork here. So this is why this is all my evidence. Um, so this is why I did. So this is my application to the human rights framework. So I can now go to. So what I'm trying to say is OB Nexus exists as a sovereign entity within Nigeria because that's what's filed. It's a business, yes, but it's a business in Nigeria and a federation. So it's governed by itself. We govern ourselves via OHA Iwu Iji. And because of the problem that we had in the past, like these starving children, no children will ever starve and continue again, as a policy now. So it's gonna be something that I've done. So, now they're trying to give me the depot again, trying to tell me I'm sick. So we have to wait for the results to come out. But I'm demanding £55 billion, £55 trillion from the UK government for human rights violation and 4 years of detainment in the hospital, in my institution. When I was 14, 15, 16, 17. I was there locked in for 4 years of my life when I was locked in. So it cost them 55 trillion land with section 204 filing. And I appealed section 184 of the Housing Act 1998 via section 202, section 224. I don't want them to know me. I want them to fear me. I'm fearful now. So I'm trying to ask them. I'm trying to pardon Nigeria, so Nigeria can work with its own people. Not against it. So it's hard for me to do. But if I don't pardon Nigeria and something happens, what do? I pardon Nigeria. So I'm pardoning Nigeria now. So I'm pardoning Nigeria. So this is part of so we can have something against so we can know and yes, I remember the failures of why I pardon Nigeria. Why did I pardon Nigeria? I'm pardoning Nigeria because we can't fight amongst ourselves. We can't fight ourselves. We're already a sovereign entity. But the reason is Biafran is really Biafran because that's not a belief I have. That's a finding I have. So I'm not believing something I filed for the European Court of Human Rights, which affects my human rights and the Biafran people human rights because I put it on Biafran. So I've declared Biafran and but two applications I filed. So what's my business I want for this? So the idea is going forward that by pardoning Nigeria, I have pardoned. I have stopped what's going to divide us, because we don't the power that's on top. The power that's on top, the people that have the most power around the world, like geopolitics power, cannot fight us or say there's something wrong. There's no reason to fight us. For example, the British imperials, colonialist people that want to come and do this stuff, that still happen today. All the American, North American, South American, we like the French. The French are very good because they assisted in the war. They tried to, but the goal of pardoning the other side, the Nigerian side, is so we can all. I'm getting basically by pardoning them, I'm giving them Insigi, which is like N for Nobel, S for Sarah, I for India, I for India, G for gold, I for India, I for India. Which I can't, I have to give them that because, if we fight ourselves for the bare minimum, food, water, and shelter, Insigi is a human rights protocol for security and welfare first, and security and defense next. Because, security and welfare first, and security and defense next. Because, the goal is Insigi is gonna N for November, S for sand, I for indigo, G for gold, I for India, I for India. Will protect all Biafran interests by indirectly protecting Nigerian interest. Because if we're mice fighting in a well, basically if all the mice jumping for one food item, they start to fight, that's called, because we manipulated by the power on the top, the people with more power, and that's the British and the British and the Nigerians, the British and the Americans. So the idea is to govern ourselves. So I'm giving Insigi free of charge, Insigi coins, if I can do this properly, it will be it will be a utopia. You feel like you even go hungry. But the goal is to deal with this essential foundation for everyone that has been impacted by the war, and that is in Nigeria, not in the UK government. That's the idea. So the idea is again that's what pardon Nigeria. So they pardon Ojukwu. I have pardoned Nigeria. I've pardoned the other side, the whole other side, the whole other side, which is the leader of the war. The whole other side. I don't want to mention the name, like Yaku, Guam, Chukwu Omeka, Ojukwu. Philip F. Young is my side, and these people that so I'm pardoning the Nigerian army. So this is the man. I don't like looking at all these faces. Looking at all this, I like looking at all this work. It's interesting. This is a brutal war. This is Yaku Damgu. So all this part of only is effect. You know, if my as my now my section 12 4 and Biafran declaration be filed. You know, this man's an evil man, So, for Biafra. So when everything comes into effect, that's when all of this, you can always get this stuff free of charge, the food, water, and shelter. That's the goal of human rights anyway. So that's what I'm trying to do. So this is why I partner all this. So I'm Minister of Security Defense and Security of Warfare. So I'm trying to make it properly. So, because I'm a high profile target. So I'm pardoning people. So this outside, we didn't have even much people. Victor Banjo was allegedly have staged a coup plot. But it's no face of being the banjo. This is not good to have no faces. So this is good I'm recording, because history has a way of lying and twisting faces. That's what I'm saying. It has a way of altering faces without AI. This is Philip F. Young. I love this man. He has no faces, no faces though. This is a very important man. You know, born Ibom, Aqua Ibom State. So I'm pardoning them because of Biafra. So I'm pardoning Nigeria. So I'm pardoning Nigeria, and they don't need a pardon, but they could because you see, if I ever fight Nigeria, you're gonna bring more Americans into it. So I have to pardon it. So I have to let it go. So Insigi is a political food water shut up. So it means on CBD. So that's the idea to pardon the other side and give them food, water, and give us food recently. Give us food, water, and shelter. So food is free of charge, water is free of charge, and shelter is free of charge. And that's and as the Ministry of Security Defense and Security of Welfare, security and welfare, and security and defense first. I'm giving everybody free food, free water, and free shelter. That's as simple as that. Thank you for watching this video. Pardon, just the pardon of the